is crackalacking, and hope everyone is having a great day today like I am. I'm Valencia and welcome to another episode of Wrasslin with Lenci. How is everyone doing today? I'm sending everybody positive vibes. I'm having a great day, sleeping in and everything like that. And I just hope that everyone else is as happy as I am. So before I get started with today's topic, I just want to shout out my wrestling shirt for today. So this shirt is a Budio shirt, and I don't know if the camera can see everything, so I'll just go up and down. But this is like a throwback t-shirt from a wrestling team called The New Day. It's a 3-member tag team consisting of Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Big E. I love them. They're entertaining. I still have yet to try the Budio cereal, but they're selling it online at www.shop.com. I'm sure. I think they still are. But yeah, so I love this shirt, and I think what I might do for future shows is to continue wearing random wrestling shirts, and I'll probably be buying more wrestling shirts too, because why not? Be fun. Okay, so today's topic I want to actually discuss: has social media affected wrestling returns? For example, like surprise returns, and I just feel as though that it has. Reason being is because social media has really grown over the years. I feel like we are more dependent on that. We get our news from that. We find out everything from social media now, whatever it's a rumor or someone has passed away or someone won an award or whatever. Basically, social media has become the biggest platform ever compared to how it was a decade ago. I just feel as though since I'm reading all these wrestling articles about news and rumors, it kind of defeats the surprise element for me if someone is returning. For instance, I'm going to talk about Edge. Okay, so I love Edge. I was so happy when he returned, but I already had a feeling he was going to return because there was a lot of rumors and articles about it. And even though he tweeted saying, "No, I'm not returning," they usually do that, and then next thing you know, oh, there they go, they arrive. But I feel as though with me, if I didn't read any articles about it, or if they didn't write anything about it, all the journalists writing about it, perhaps I would have been even more hyped up, because I was just there, I'm like, oh my god, Edge is here. But I feel as though I would have been even more surprised if I did not read any articles about it. I believe a big example of this whole situation with surprise returns getting ruined by social media is John Morrison returning. John Morrison has not been in WWE for years, and I loved him. I loved the character. He was just so cool. His entrance is very unique with slow motion and everything like that. His tag team with The Miz was awesome, and I'm really happy that they're still working together to this day. But when I saw rumors about him getting signed, and then when WWE actually announced it on their social media that he signed a new contract with them, and he's returning, I was just like, oh man, how it would have been cooler if they did not announce it, and then we see him on TV randomly. We're like, oh my god, it's John Morrison, he's back. Because I remember, I believe it was like a episode of SmackDown. John Morrison was actually in the Miz's locker room, I believe, and he opened up the door when someone was trying to go interview the Miz, and then John Morrison popped out, and he didn't really get a loud pop from the crowd, as they call it. A pop is basically like a loud cheer or a loud reaction in the wrestling community, and it sucked because it's like, wow, he deserves so much better. He deserves more of a reaction because he's a really awesome character. And it kind of bummed me out because it's like, wow, this is the John Morrison, and I feel as though he should have gotten a bigger reaction. But it's all good. He's still doing his thing, and I'm happy that he's back, and I hope I get to see him live one day. Like years ago, back in 2008, social media wasn't that big, and I feel as though a great example of me personally getting all crazy and hyped for a return was John Cena at the 2008 Royal Rumble. No one knew he was going to return. At least I didn't. There really wasn't anything about it written, if I'm not mistaken. And he was still out on an injury. And WWE was saying that he was going to be out for months and stuff. And I believe they said after WrestleMania, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm just like, man, I miss him. He's one of my faves. And then who comes out in number 30? John freaking Cena. And everyone everyone in that arena went ballistic, all hype, all crazy, and then you won the Royal Rumble. And I just loved that. It just, the whole surprise, the whole crowd acting all hype, because it was, no one knew about it, and I miss that. I really do, because now with social media being more open, anybody can write about, or a rumor of somebody returning. With this past Royal Rumble, I saw a picture on social media of MVP's Titantron, right? So I was kind of spoiled that he was going to be returning at the Royal Rumble, and he did. And then there was another Titantron about Victoria, and then I heard a rumor going around that they decided to scrap her returning at the Royal Rumble because it got leaked or something. That's another thing. It's like everything is getting leaked these days, and there's insiders and companies I'm pretty sure that leak things to journalists or whatever that might be, and it's just a mess. It's just really a mess. I just wish that they would lay off on that so we can still have that surprise element of things. And another surprise that got me all happy and hyped, because I had no clue this was happening, was when AJ Lee returned. And then she beat Paige to get back the Divas Championship. It was kind of like deja vu, because when Paige debuted after WrestleMania, she beat AJ for her first match on the main roster, and it kind of was like deja vu of AJ coming back, and then she beat Paige for the title. I thought that was so cool, because I had no idea she was going to return, because I wasn't really on social media like that, and I really don't think there's anything written about that either. And then another thing is Paige also returning after she was going through some things and stuff. She returned, I believe it was during a Sasha Banks match. My girl Sasha Banks, you know I love her. Please stan her. Make sure you buy her merchandise. She's amazing. I'm still waiting for her to become champion one of these days. We are rooting for you, Sasha. I love you. You're awesome. Oh my gosh. But back on topic. So Paige returned, and then she came out with Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, which I thought was really dope. And you know, all that other stuff, like everyone went crazy for her when she returned, as she should. She deserved that big pop. What I think about some surprise returns for AEW, as an example, which I was surprised about, was when Jake Hager returned. He came in and helped out with Chris Jericho and all of them to take out Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes and all of them. And if you don't know who Jake Hager is, he used to be Jack Swagger in the WWE. And I really like Jack Swagger. He was pretty cool. I supported him quietly and everything like that. I like the character, but he left WWE, and I was not expecting him at all to be in AEW. He was actually the last person I expected to be in that company. And he showed up, and I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't see any rumors about it or whatever in social media, so I thought that was pretty cool that they kept that quiet. With TNA years ago, a surprise return that I was not expecting at all, I didn't see anything about it, was when Chyna, when she was still alive, we made a surprise appearance at TNA to help Kurt Angle go up against Karen and Jeff Jarrett. I'm just like, the ninth wonder of the world is freaking here. I've been wanting to see her wrestle for a while, and how she came back just for those couple of weeks to be on that pay-per-view and everything like that. Just to see her, that was awesome, and that was very surprising. No one really expected it. I personally didn't, because if I'm not mistaken, Kurt Angle was talking about that he had a mistress and stuff, so I was like, oh wow, okay, well, who is Mistress? And out walks Chyna, and I'm like, okay, I see you, okay, all the element of surprise, all right, keep surprising me, just stuff like that. And I just love when things take me off guard, with just things that you least expect. I was not expecting Finn Balor to freaking come back to NXT. He came back and he's doing his own thing, and I was happy. I feel like that's a better place where he belongs instead of the main roster, because he's doing more. He was a heel and everything when he, came back and stuff. I thought that was amazing. Just the storytelling of that, very top notch. Oh yeah, so I have a little bit of a story time. It's really small, so this was during 2016, so I would always record myself making like random reaction videos for wrestling, and this was during the Royal Rumble, and there was like some rumors going around that AJ Styles might sign to WWE, or he might sign for another wrestling company or whatever. And it just so happened that AJ Styles came to the WWE, and I freaked out. I was so happy, and the video is so funny, like my voice and everything. This was back when I was in high school too, so take a look at my reaction. Oh gosh, another surprise that always took me off guard was when The Rock returned to become the host of WrestleMania 27. Everyone in that arena went crazy, including I. Look, oh my god, the freaking Rock is back. Just, I didn't see nothing about that either, even though it was like a decade ago and stuff. But still, it's like stuff like that. I just love it. Just makes me all surprised and all giddy, all crazy and everything, jumping up and down. It's just awesome. And I love feeling like that for wrestling because I'm so passionate about it, and being in the arena too. Imagine being in the arena, you have no idea who might come back, didn't see nothing about it, and then you hear their music and then they come on the stage and everyone's all going crazy, the loud cheers, screams, and your heart is pounding as you see the person that you have been wanting to see for so many years now, and they finally return. It gets you emotional, gets you pumped, it makes you euphoric, and I love that. I really do. And you know, even if there are articles out there that say, oh, such and such is going to return, you will still feel that excitement when you see them in person, because trust me, I certainly did when it came to Edge returning and CM Punk returning and everything like that. But still, like I said before, you know, social media has been revealing a lot more information about wrestling. You will hear like different types of plans going on for matches, as I've said before, returns and stuff. So it's not going to change. It definitely won't, but you know, it is what it is. What can you do? It's only gonna keep growing and growing. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed what I was talking about today. Do you agree, disagree? Do you still feel all crazy and all happy and surprised, even if you read an article about someone returning or anything like that? Let me know, and we can talk about it. Well, thank you so much for watching, and until next time.